episode of Stuck in the Truck. It is the first Stuck in the Truck of 2021, so I'm really excited about it. And as always, we always start off saying thank you guys for listening, watching, sharing, giving me a thumbs up on our YouTube page, listening to different podcast platforms. But here the big thing is that it's 2021, and have you done the biggest decision? Have you made this decision yet, which is to stop talking about 2020? We're 6 days into the year. Let's stop it. Let's move forward. It's time to make that next decision on going where you want to go and taking those steps, the direction that you need to be doing, where it's going to bring you where you want, okay? You wake up, you get around people, and, we always find ourselves going backwards and talking about the past, and it causes some level of depression. And here's the thing, is that when you're in the past, you're going to be depressed because you're thinking about everything that went wrong and all the problems. Or you might even be thinking about things that were good, but they're not good anymore. So that means that you're going to create a level of depression. Stop it. It's the best advice I've ever received, and I got it from Mad TV skit. All kidding aside, if you're listening and watching this, go to YouTube later, put it in the search engine, Stop It, Mad TV. So it's a Mad TV skit called Stop It. It was probably one of the best skits I've ever seen on a skit TV show. It made so much sense, so much. It resides in my brain literally all the time. Every time I get anxious, every time I get upset, every time I get depressed, I get mad. By the time I get a level of control of my emotions, the only thing that keeps popping up is that skit. And it pops up so often in my brain that I can only give you the best advice that I ever received, which was simply stop it. Stop thinking of 2020. Stop thinking of all the rules that were implemented. Stop thinking about the things that you can't do or can do or this or that. You have to look at it as you're in control. You have the ability. You are the one that's going to make the difference in your life. Nobody else can do that. It's you. You're the one that's going to determine what you get, what you want, how you get it. There is no question that is not allowed to be asked. There is nothing out there that you cannot earn, seek, and achieve. You have the capabilities of doing it all. The other thing that happens is we tend to look into a future that we're doing nothing to get to. So we start getting anxious over a future or what people believe or think because of the fact that we're paying attention to stuff that is completely irrelevant to what you have control over. And what you have control over is the present. You need to get up, make the decisions to move forward, to take down the goals. By developing the process to achieve those goals, you have what it takes. This is 2021. That's 2021 years that you are ready to rock and roll, no matter how old you are. You have the capabilities of making a change. You have the ability to change your life, travel, achieve goals, become wealthy, become successful in time. We have to define what those things are. I ask people all the time when they're around me, what is your definition of wealth? What is your definition of success? And they tell me, oh, it's to have money. And I say to them, simple question is, do you think the millionaire is happy with $1 million in their bank account? Or do you think that millionaire wants 2 or 3 or 4 million? Do you think the guy that has 5 million is okay with 5 million? Or does he want 10? The guy with 10, does he want 20? Because when you start working for those things, we have found that it's not about the end reward. It's not about the tangible money, but it's about the journey. It's about the working for it. The most rewarding factor is the race, not just the win. The win is what justifies the pleasure of the race. The workout is more pleasurable than just the results. The results are the end of it. They remind you of the success that you've had during the journey. So if you're choosing in 2021 to become a leader in your organization, become a manager, own a new company, start a new company, this is that time that you have to start leading. And you don't lead by dictating and telling people what to do. You lead by doing it. You have the capabilities of doing this. If you're feeling down and out, try your best to just stop it. Like I said, watch that skit on YouTube. It'll make you laugh, and it'll literally make so much sense. It's called Stop It. And I'm telling you, it literally rings true in your brain. You can capable of doing everything and anything you want to do. You have to go for it. You want to start a new hobby this year. Do it. Don't think about what you can't do. Think about what you can do. Focus on the changes that you're making. Take advantage of the opportunities. This is not a time to sit around and going, what's in it for me? Or who's going to help me? You're the one that's going to help you. You're the one that's going to take the steps. You're the one that's going to change. You're the one that's going to make the difference. You're going to lead the way. You're going to change the way people are. You're going to be the one that's going out there, not just complaining, but making the change. You got to wake up today and go, man, how do I get 2021 to be the most successful year of my life? Well, it's simply by taking the small baby steps necessary to achieve the goals. So find out what your goals are. Take today to lay out what you want 2021. Then tomorrow, break those goals into a process in small victory points that you can take to the next level. Because that's how you're going to get to that next level. It's going to be by simply taking baby steps to line up for the way you need it to line up. We're going to talk about this year about managing your time. We're going to talk about this year about taking those risks, finding the right people for advice. I told you last week, you have to be careful who you ask for advice. If you always go to your family, you have to look at it. Does your family have what you were seeking? Does your family have the goals? Did they achieve the things that you were looking for? Are you looking for financial freedom? Well, don't go to a person that's not financially free for advice. They don't know how to do it. That means their advice is not good. If you want to go to a person, if you want to go on lots of vacations and travel the world, go to the person that travels the world and find out how they do it. Never once have I ever met a person that refused to give me the information I seeked. They literally always told me, gladly gave me the information. The hardest part was drumming up the courage to ask them. And the funniest thing about it was when I was done asking the question, they poured all the information out. And I realized that the toughest thing was my own self-doubt. I've never been turned away, shunned. I've always been able to get the information because to share. There's a lot of selfless people out there that want you to achieve the things you want to achieve. And there's nothing out there that somebody hasn't done yet. So go out and seek the information. Then you get to put your twist on it. Let 2021 be the year that you put your twist on the world. Let it be the time that you take the next step. Be the time that change is necessary. Make the moves. Cut the people out of your life that are no good. Bring the people in that are good. Make it where you're ready to achieve the things you're ready to achieve. You have this ability. I know you do. 2021 is going to be a great year if you make it a great year. 2022 is going to be a best year too, because it's going to be you that takes the charge and leads the way and gets the results that are necessary to achieve these victories. You got it. Let's see it happen to 2021. Let's rock and roll, everybody. You got this. I'll see you next week. I can't wait.